RFD TV presents Gentle Giant with Pam Minnick and Katie Kaufman.
This week, we're in the heart of draft horse country, Des Moines, Iowa, for the World Percheron Congress.
The Percheron originated in the Perche region of France, and originally they were bred and used as war horses. The first Percheron stud book was created in France in 1883.
And today, the Percheron is a versatile draft horse, and every 4 years, exhibitors from around the world gather to show their prize Percherons in a variety of classes, from halter to pleasure and performance.
The World Percheron Congress is an exceptional tool for the Percheron Horse Association of America. We get to showcase what this breed is able to do, as well as it brings in new blood and new life to the organization, because there's people that are attending the show that have never seen a Percheron horse before, and now they've gotten to see what they're capable of, and we hope that people will see what they do and will go home and maybe look into purchasing one in the future.
We have a few more than 600 horses here, all colors of Percherons. We have about 150 exhibitors that are participating in whatever their favorite events are. We do this show once every 4 years as a showcase, a world showcase, to show the world what we can do with this breed. It's a great promotion. A lot of horses will be sold here, bought, traded. Everybody's trying to improve their breeding. They've seen the stallions that are here that they might want to breed to. It just brings a whole lot more exposure of what this breed can do and what breeding within it will do for you.
Those stallions are going to go on. They hold that title. They're the world champion stallion for the next 4 years, essentially. So that drives the market of the genetics that breeders are going to be selecting every January through June when they're breeding their mares and building the future of the Percheron horse. A lot of those decisions that those breeders are going to be making are going to be coming from what happened today or here at the World Percheron Congress.
This show is probably better attended on an international scale than any I've ever been involved in. There's 9 countries here, including the US and Canada. So we've got folks from all over the world here shopping for horses, looking at horses, learning about horses. We just love to have those folks come in and take advantage of this opportunity to see the best, is what it boils down to.
We've got close to about 100 registered international guests that are here, and we're really happy to host them and show them how we do it over here. And I know that they take home a lot of knowledge in how they're going to try and develop their Percheron breed and their Percheron association in their countries. So it's a thrill to have them here, and having them in the opening ceremonies every night is great exposure for their organizations as well too.
Well, I don't think any of us are used to seeing this scale of event. The sheer number of horses, the number of people, the number of events, the variety of events. So that's very, very exciting for all of us. And travel broadens the mind. So as we all come from various countries, it's wonderful to be able to share our knowledge, our passion, and to find out what's being done here with the Percheron horse. And then in terms of the events, needless to say, it's the big hitches which are the most mind-boggling, really. I mean, in France, there are probably 2 or 3 people who can hitch 6 horses, and we don't have these large hitches at all. And so to be able to see, as we did yesterday with the geldings, 18 hitches all in the same arena, that is absolutely extraordinary.
Ja, hallo Fans. Hier ist Steffen Dittmer von Deutschland. Ich freue mich, hier und heute beim Weltkongress in Des Moines zu sein. Es treffen sich die Percheron-Freunde aus der ganzen Welt, treffen hier aufeinander und erleben eine schöne Zeit. Ich wünsche euch und uns viel Spaß und viel Vergnügen. Ciao.
It is a show that everybody that has horses wants to try to get to. I mean, it don't matter if you're the top end or if you're the farm teams, the riders, everybody wants to come to the World Show and compete. And it's a great show. It gets everybody that's in the business together in one spot and promotes the horse and try to make some horse deals and sell some horses.
It literally is a world-class event, and the competition level is so good here, and we're just excited to be a part of it and debuting our new team, and it really is all an overwhelming experience here.
The World Percheron Congress, it truly is a great spectacle that we have for the Percheron horse.
It's the most visible marketing tool that we have, and it's got great reach. We've got a great product to sell. Very exciting, big horses, big animals, big wagons. Most, general public don't get to have an up-close encounter with animals of this size or this many of them, without being distracted by, a larger event going on. So this is a very concentrated event where people can have a little bit more hands-on, personalized experience with the greatest draft horse around, as far as I'm concerned.
The Percheron's versatility makes them a willing partner in a variety of disciplines.
We'll show you the many facets when we return. Stay with us. Welcome back to Gentle Giants at the World Percheron Congress.
In addition to being beautiful show horses, this hardy breed is just as dependable in plowing and a willing partner in youth.
The World Percheron Congress is an exceptional tool for the Percheron Horse Association of America to demonstrate the versatility of our breed. Everything you can think of to do with a Percheron horse is what we do here.
We call the Percheron the do-it-all draft horse. They're very versatile. We've shown him in every form of multiple that we can. We've had the carts all the way through the 8-horse hitch. We've had the 4 abreast class, the tandem class. Those are some classes that you don't typically see at a draft horse show. But here at the World Percheron Congress, we want to make sure that we showcase all of those performance classes that they can do. And not only do they show under harness, they're also showing in hand in the halter classes, the breeding classes. Beyond those halter classes and the hitch classes, you're going to see horses here under saddle. They'll be competing in Western classes, English classes, even barrel racing. That's always a favorite of the crowds, is to see these big horses making through that barrel pattern.
We also have folks doing feed team races, which is trying to put hay on a sled with a person driving and one person putting it on and race from place to place and take it off and beat the team that's running beside you.
You can ride them, you can drive them, you can plow them, and you can hitch them. And so you only need one horse. You can do everything you want to do with a Percheron.
They are very willing to please. They will go out of their way to do everything you need them to do and more. And they are also very intelligent and very quick learners. So all in all, it's a really excellent horse for hitching, obviously, but for everything else as well.
We're having a plowing competition, and we're going to have both the riding or sulky plows and walking plows, and they'll be judged on the straightness, the depth, the flatness, how their horses work, and how the dirt lays over on their previous round. A lot of the people here competing use their horses every day for farm work, and we enjoy being here.
And the split overweight, they weigh every team and they divide it down the middle. Whatever your team weigh, you start out on 1,000 pounds more than their weight. And you keep going around, you pull it 27 feet 6 inches, you make the distance, you go to the next go around, and they add another 1,000 pounds, and you pull it 27.6, and they keep going adding weight till you can't pull it no more. And it's just a process of elimination. Whoever pulls it the furthest distance will win the horse pull.
The youth are what brings this industry along. They are our future, and if we don't teach them and mentor them to do the things that we do properly, then we wouldn't have a future for our Percheron horse. The youth here today, we had 41 entries in our showmanship, which was absolutely tremendous.
It's a pretty exciting place to get to come, especially when you're younger, and it's pretty cool to be able to see everybody, and I've made lots of friends over the years showing horses that I haven't got to see all the time, and here everybody is here that shows Percherons, so it's nice to see everybody, and it's nice to learn. You get to, from being around people, you learn lots being here. So there's 4 youth classes: the showmanship, decorating, cart class, and the team class, and all of them are based on the youth and how they show the horses, not the horse itself. The showmanship is just a regular halter class. The decorating is every youth gets a half an hour time to decorate the horse completely, and then you're judged on how well you decorated your horse. And the cart and the team are just regular driving competitions, and it's judged on how well the youth show or drive their horse.
Youth judging class. We had 2 groups. We had a younger group and an older group. We had 4 horses come in. They moved each horse, and they got to judge each horse. Then they had 10 minutes to do their placings and come up with some reasons. And then we had the reasons given to us to break ties and come up with the placings. And some very good placings and some very good reasons on these kids today. They're very outstanding.
I love all the people and the friends that you meet through the industry, and I love showing in the ring and getting ready even out of the ring, and it's just a lot of fun. A lot of memories are made here.
The Drive for the Cure has given us a great thing for our industry. We had lost several members of our Percheron family to breast cancer right before our 2014 World Percheron Congress, which gave us a reason to create the Drive for the Cure, and I'm glad that we're doing it again here today.
And that's always a big pink affair. Wear as much pink as you can and do what we can as far as fundraiser. We're in hopes to give the National Breast Cancer Foundation a donation of $10,000 from this event. We've passed the hat. There were entry fees for the class. We've sold merchandise that has been Drive for the Cure merchandise, and we're trying to make that kind of a donation.
When we return, we'll take you back to the show ring to see flashy Percherons strut their stuff.
And we'll crown some champions. Stay with us. You're watching Gentle Giants. Welcome back to Gentle Giants. The Congress is a gathering of owners and exhibitors who share the same passion, a love for Percheron draft horses.
And in the show ring, whether black or gray, the Percheron is a breed that catches your eye and your heart.
Percherons typically seem to be favored in the show ring or in the hitch ring because they're very athletic. It's very hard to beat the athleticism and the front end of a Percheron. Percherons have, you know, very high head carriage, a lot of pole flexion. They're very eye appealing. When they take those first steps into the ring, they're alert, their ears are forward, they're watching, they're looking, they're making sure that, you know, that they're navigating their way around the ring gracefully and putting on a show, you know, something that the crowd loves to see.
I don't know if there's any other hitch horse that really is as active, as animated, and has the power and style of what the Percheron does. We've back home we've dealt with a number of different breeds, and we still do show a few other different breeds, but the Percheron seems to have the action and style that sort of outdoes them all. And you know, they're a big animal, they're a powerful animal, and they really show it off in loads.
The Percherons have an advantage over the other breed, and I tell people this all the time. You know, when we're breeding for Percheron hitch horses, we don't look at anything to speak of other than presence and animation and how they go and personalities. You know, these hitch horses have to have a tremendous amount of ambition.
But there's just a style and a fancy that these can do that it seems like no other breed can do. I think they really bring an added pizzazz, interest to the hitching wall.
Just to be in the ring with the number of good quality horses that are in the ring is exciting. If that does make the hair come up on the back of your neck, you're in the wrong business, because it's exciting just to be out there and to be a part of it, and just to be in with that many different horses from basically all over North America.
We've seen Jason Goodman before drive the Young Living 6-horse hitch, but today at the World Percheron Congress, he hitches up 10. Now this takes skill.
It was pretty exciting, a lot of fun, and glad to be here at the World Percheron Congress. We won the jackpot with a colt that we raised, a 2-year-old colt. And actually, it's been very fun to watch him grow up. You know, he'd go through them stages where you thought, yeah, he's a nice colt, but is he that top-end colt? And then when you got him back into born and started fitting him and training him, and you just, after that first 30 days, you started him, and you got into the 60 and the 90th day, and you're thinking, hey, yeah, you know, this colt, he is something special, you know. Just to watch him develop and go through them stages, it's exciting, and you know, and if you're in the horse industry and that's what you do, it's really exciting to watch that happen.
Winning the mare 6 there in the final round and taking home the world championship was just everything I could have hoped. You work for 4 years trying to put that 6 together, and you know, to have 3 good drives and the final drive be the one that gets it done, it's a great feeling to have that happen. This is the World Percheron Congress. These are the best in the world, and you know, there's great competitors, you know, some of the best hitches you could ever go against, and to come out on top of that is a great honor.
Young Living Percherons of Mona, Utah did exceptionally well at Congress. They became the world champions in the open gilding 6-horse hitch, won the gilding unicorn hitch, and went on to win the coveted open 8-horse hitch class, and on top of that, picked up the Premier Exhibitor Award.
Honestly, you know, I had the goals of winning the 6 and the 8, but the Premier Exhibitor is really special because that's not just those 2 classes. You have all all the different, you know, the cart team, the four, the unicorn. So, I mean, it just epitomizes we had a great week, and we feel very fortunate. You know, the competition's really is great here, and very humbling experience. You know, it's just a great event.
We want to thank each of you for watching Gentle Giants from the World Percheron Congress.
And a special thank you to all the volunteers and staff that worked so hard to bring you this event. To find out more about the Percheron, visit their website. And join us right back here next week on Gentle Giants.
And in the meantime, you can always see what we're up to on our Facebook page.
Bye now.